Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniela, and today I'll be doing the intro for the 50 Shades of Brown. So we're kind of going away from the normal colors, but brown's still pretty good. This project is a Fantastic Ladies project. It's year long, and you work on 50 items that have the color, in this case brown for this year, um, in any sort of way on the item. So either it could be a name, it could be on the packaging, any little detail, the text, the actual product itself, or it could also be something that makes you think of brown, like, I don't know, coffee, chocolate, etc. Every year, I think except for the first year, we voted as a group which color we wanted. And this year, it was pretty much between orange or brown. We went with brown. I know a lot of people don't want to do blue because of blue eyeshadow, but I think it would be a lot of fun. And especially, there's tons of like skincare, body care, hair care items that use blue, so you probably wouldn't even have to use blue eyeshadow if you really didn't want to. Anyways, I am pretty much like a month late. I was kind of late on finishing the past project, which is the yellow project pan, but it's alright. Anyways, better late than never. So I'll go through all my 50. I'll try to not take too long because it takes a while to get through 50. But yeah, first I'll start with the nail products. I have 3 nail polishes. My goal on each of these is just to do one mani-pedi each, like either one manicure or one pedicure. So I've got this guy from Sally Hansen. This is in neutral. The next guy, which is, they look a bit different, but they actually look pretty similar on the nails, is the Orly Coffee Break. And then this guy's pretty new. This is ILNP Cookie Cutter. This one's a bit different. It's more on the taupey side with some holographic glitters. Then, hair-wise, I have the Batiste dry shampoo. This is for dark hair and brown for brunettes. I don't use dry shampoo all the time, but when I need it, I have some, and it's been working well. I like that it doesn't have like a strong fragrance, if at all. So, not sure when this will be done, but I'll finish it eventually. And the other hair product is this Aveeno leave-in milk. I really like it. Just use like a little bit on my hair after washing it. This is a leave-in. So I've worked on it before, but we are starting here, which is past half. I want to finish it, and I was taking the brown from the lid. Then for body care, I have the Aveeno Eczema Care body lotion. So this is pretty good when skin is dry but also itchy. I live in a dry climate, so this is pretty handy. And I'm starting up here. And these, I guess the oats and some of the text is brown. So. The other one is this body lotion that I got from a hotel, mostly just using on hands or maybe just feet. It is scented. It's an almond and olive lotion. the almond's brown and has some almonds. So starting up here, I want to finish this. Won't be too hard. What's harder is going to be getting it out of this type of packaging. It's not really good for squeezing. Pretty much have to hit it to get it out. But yeah. Then face product wise, I don't have a lot that I want to work on right now. I just have this sample Innisfree clay mask. Probably good for like 1 or 2 applications, I guess depending how much I use. And yeah, this is actually brown, the whole back side, it's like brown. Then moving on to the lip balms. I have 3 lip balms. First of all, I've got this little cute owl lip balm. The inside is sort of like a generic lip balm. I got this from a set that my friend gave me. The little, I don't know what you call these, but the little flecks at the front are brown. And it's just pretty much a clear lip balm. So I want to finish that. Then I have this Fresh Sugar Lip Therapy Balm. All the writing is in brown. This guy is pretty much, you know, so like if I turn it all the way down, it gets right at the top. You don't need much to finish it, and you don't need much on the lips for it to work. And we're starting here. I'll make a little mark on the lid for that. And then my other lip balm is this Sun Bum Sunscreen Lip Balm. I keep this on me when I'm doing outdoor exercise. And I mean, this whole thing is like pretty much like wood, looking like wood, so you know, brown. The expiry is April 2025, so since, I mean, it needs to be finished anyways in a year, why not keep track? I have used this, so I can put it up, but I still have plenty of product, and it's kind of like around there. But yeah, just push it back down in there. Yeah, just have to make sure I'm using it. This one is pretty strong here. Now, we're already going into makeup because there's definitely a lot of brown in makeup. Because even like nude, like my skin tone would be counted as a shade of brown. So starting with the face. This is a skin tint from Dennis & Marks. I don't know where I am in here, but it's pretty new. Like, it's pretty full. I've had this now like at least half a year, so I definitely need to get use out of it within a year, because it's not good to have this type of product for more than a year. So yeah, I need to work on this. Probably mix it in with some sort of tint or something as I get darker in the summer. Then after that, I have this little sample of a glow serum from the same line, from the Dennis & Marks. Not sure how much, like how long it'll take to go through here. Although if I do just use it on my body, it'll be pretty quick. So that's another item. You can see some brown writing on there. Then another face item is the CoverGirl True Blend foundation, powder foundation. I have used this. I do like it. And my goal here is to hit pan. So you can already see some wear. You can sort of see like the shadow of where the pans, like the pan rings would be. And it is sort of getting a dip. So, yep, I think eventually I'll hit pan. And I think the last face item is from Salt New York. This is a cream foundation slash concealer. I like to use it for spot concealing. It's this pan of the Sneaky Balm. This is color N10. And I have a good dip, as you can see. So my goal with this is to hit pan. I mean, I should be finishing it anyways, but I'll be happy to get a pan for this project. Then moving on to highlights. First of all, I have a highlight, again from Salt New York. This is in the color beige, so very apropos for this project. It's not actually beige, like it's like a goldeny champagne shade. I guess now I'll start swatching things. This is a nice color for summer. It still leaves like a tiny bit of a cast, but I'll be able to use this soon enough. So I want to hit pan on that. I do have a dip, but this is actually kind of like a bit firmer, so it takes a while to get. It's not going to be easy to hit pan. Then I have some Becca highlights. These have brown packaging. First I have Moonstone. This one doesn't have a lot of wear. On this side there's a bit of a dip because I used it to make a Franken highlight. But other than that, not much. I want to hit pan on this. I guess I'll probably use more on this side, but anyways. It's pretty light, especially right now. I mean, my hand's a lot more tan than my face. I don't know, maybe I should. I think I'll do some swatching on my arm because it's a bit closer to what I am right now. It is slightly light right now. I can probably use it a bit right now, but most of the use will probably be in the winter. Then I have Champagne Pop. This guy I've had for quite a while. It's one of my older highlighters. I have some good use in it. I hit pan, as you can see. This guy I want to try and finish. I don't know how easy that'll be, but especially now that I'll be getting more tan, it'll work pretty well. It's still even right now like a bit dark for me. Probably not over here, but anyways. I'll be start using this soon enough. And I'll definitely, like, because it's getting older, I'll probably also use it on my body for highlighting in this, especially now in the summer. Legs falling asleep. After this, we have my blushes. So I've got another Salt New York. This blush is in the shade Cocoa, which makes me think brown, and it looks brownish in the pan, brownish red. I've used it a bit, but the dip is not that deep. And this is very versatile, but especially looks pretty in the summer. I mean, in the fall and winter. Has a bit of that like grungy brownish look. But yeah, it's very pretty. I'll take out a Kleenex. Okay. So yeah. Probably won't get a ton of use right now, but later in the year. After that, I have a sample packet of some blushes. Well, going by our skin tone, I guess. Hair, brown. Also one of these blushes, there's 3 of them. One of these blushes, rosy brown, got that brown word there. So, yeah, I want to finish them. I think it's the type of sample packets that don't have a lot each, so I don't think that'll be hard to do. Just have to remember to use them. And yeah. And then my last blush is the Buxom Primer Infused Blush in Seychelles. It looks brownish in the pan. It's kind of like a rosy brownish. I like it for pretty much all year. Has that rosy color. Looks really nice with rosy looks. Also just in the winter, in the fall. I just really like this color. And you can see some wear in it. A bit of a dip. So I do want to hit pan in this. I've had it for quite a while, but yep. These actually don't have that much product, 3.6 grams. And it's a full size. Like these highlights are like minis, so they only have 2.4, but yeah. Then we come to the bronzers, which is what I have most of for this project because of brown. I mean, I've got more bronzers than what I'm adding into this project, but I want to make sure to get use out of my single bronzers and out of my cream bronzers. So my first cream bronzer is this chocolate liquid bronzer from I Heart Revolution. Very liquidy. I just need to remember to use it. It's like don't need much, so I'm only using like this tiny amount. And I guess I'll put it here. Just like this. It's actually like, it's a nice shade. Should be trying to use it right now because it's a good shade match right now. Then we have some more Salt New York. So we've got this taupe. This is like their contour color. I've dipped in it a little bit. You can see a little dip, but I need to use it more. Just got this contour put over here. And the Salt New York bronzer that I got is the shade Light Medium. This one has a little bit more of a dip than taupe. Just have to warm these up a little bit. So it's slightly darker than that chocolate. As you can see, the chocolate's a bit kind of pinkier. This guy's a bit more orangey. So yeah, this will probably be more later in summer. I want to hit pan in that. Then onto my powder bronzers. I first of all got this Becca bronzer in Sunrise Waves. I've used this a bit. It had opal highlight on the sides. I finished one side completely. Then Bali Sands, Capri Coast, which is I think pretty much my favorite one from Becca. And this guy is Bronze Bondi, which is a bit on the dark side for me. I've been using this quite a while. This is my oldest bronzer now, so I want to finish this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of product, not much left in this highlight. Capri Coast, I repressed it back into its area. As you can see, I've hit pan again. This guy over here is a mix of these two bronzers. And probably once this is done, I'll make another mix in the middle. Just to make it easier to use. Because this guy can be a bit light, this guy's a bit dark. But yeah. And I'll swatch. Let me see. This is Capri Coast. Bali Sands. Bronze Bondi. So you can see the difference. But yeah, this guy's like so light. And then this guy's dark, so yeah. After that, I have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This guy's a mini, so that's 3 grams, but I've heard that these take a while to hit pan in. Even so, I'm gonna try to hit pan. Not sure how long that'll take, just because this is like all brown packaging, so why not? And this guy's not really that dark. And it has more of a golden sheen to it. So I do like it right now. I want that bronzy look, but my skin's not that dark. So yeah, I do have to like reach into it quite a bit to get product as I'm applying. So yeah, we'll see. You can see somewhere in there, but not much. Next up, this guy's another single, but it's not a main focus. It's a Bare Minerals Warmth Bronzer. So I just want to use them 5 times. I've used it before. It's great for travel, so I don't need to really finish it right now. You can see wear in it. So I just want to use it 5 times. See, a bit more orangey and a bit better with a bit more tan. My last bronzer is the Marc Jacobs bronzer. This guy is in Tantric, and this thing has 25 grams, so it's a ton of product in here. I know these things take a long time to finish, and a lot of times people, when they try to hit pan, it'll be like an air bubble, I think. It'll be like kind of like a cavity, like a cave underneath. So I mean, I don't know if I'll see that in this project. It's not my goal to hit pan, because there's all these lines. I want to try to erase the imprint. This might take a little bit because it's such a wide pan, but I want to do something different. I think it's a fun way of getting use out of product. It's trying to erase the imprint. Something different. Then so now we're on to the lip products. So I have one lip liner I'm working on. This is the Huda Beauty lip liner in Warm Brown. It's pretty much new. I've used it, I actually used it twice today. I've used it like once or twice before. So you can see like this is kind of that lip from it being new. I can twist it up, but I mean, it takes a while. Also have pictures on Instagram of everything I'm adding in, so you can see where I'm starting at. Yeah, don't want to twist that up right now. Then, this is one of my few non-brown, I think my only really non-brown lip product. It has brown on the packaging. It's like a very dark brown. And this is the Tom Ford lip color in Scarlet Rouge. I got this recently as a gift of purchase, you know, from Sephora. So it's this nice brownish, well, not brownish, pretty much a true red. I think this was on the can't really tell. I guess it's on the cool side. I have another red right now that is on the warm side. So yeah, this guy I want to use 5 times. I always forget to use my reds, so yeah. And because it's new, I don't need to finish it right now or anything, so there's that. Then we have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in Honeysuckle. This guy is brown, and I'm not gonna twist up because when I was twisting up just to see how much there was, I think it was too warm and I was kind of messed up. So rolled all the way down is there. I think that's the point it's at. I do really like this one. This one's actually less tingling, like plumping, tingling, that weird thing that does on your lips. It's less than the other one I have, which is like a pinker color. So I want to finish this. This color's more, I guess I can just put it up just to, if you can see, it's a nice brown, but on the lips, like it's slightly on the darker side, so it'll be a focus in fall. I think it'll be perfect then. Then I have this lip gloss from Rare Beauty. It's a brownish color. This is in Nearly Neutral. I haven't had it that long, but I want to finish it. Nice brown. It'll be a good one to wear to work. Then I've got these Kaja lip glosses. So this is where I'm starting at with these guys. They actually have an expiry date on them, which is actually this May, but they still seem fine. So I want to work on these guys right away, finish them, so they don't go bad. The light one is Milk Tea, and this guy's Rosy Mocha. See, brownish, both brownish. I was using this on my last trip. Very nice, very, very hydrating. Really like this formula. Yeah. So that'll be a good first focus. Then we have this tiny little guy from Rare Beauty. It's their Lip Souffle, and it's in the shade Courage. It's teeny tiny. I did test that I can take out the stopper, so once it gets hard to take out, I only really get this tiny amount on the tip. Then I will take out the stopper. It looks brown, but it's actually, it's on the pinker side and slightly light, so probably best in the winter. And I forgot to swatch the other lip glosses. So this Kaja Rosy Mocha, this nice brown neutral shade. And the light one, won't be able to see much. Right, can't really see it. So it looks like, that's how these guys look. Then I have this lipstick from AOA. It is all brown packaging and the inside's all brown. The shade is Swoon. Because it's all brown, I want to work on finishing it. This is a nice neutral brown. It would be good for work, especially it is on the moisturizing side, which I like. Easy to wear. So yeah. Then I have some ColourPop lipsticks, different shades of brown. With this lighting, they don't look as brown, but I've got Sassy, Grunge, and Brat Pack. I'm wearing Sassy right now, kind of a milk chocolate color. Brat Pack's like a typical warmish neutral brown, and Grunge I wore earlier. It's actually more of like a reddish brown, so it's kind of interesting. When these guys are rolled up, you can see through. So you can see that where they are starting at, and as you use it, it rolls up. And I think it rolls up like all the way up to here. So there is quite a lot of product to go with these. I mean, my goal is to finish them, because by that point, by the end of the project, they'll be past 2 years old. So I just want to get some good use out of them, because I haven't been using them much. So this is Brat Pack. It's a nice neutral. Then we have Grunge. And then Sassy. So here are all the lip items. As you can see, this is a bit more like reddish rosy, very interesting color. And now the last category is eyes. I mean, for makeup, that is usually the easiest. Most palettes are neutral, and there's so many different shades of brown, you know, like, well, you have the neutrals, warms, cool. So I tried to focus on palettes that especially had like a brownish, nudish exterior. And yeah, I mostly just want to like touch these palettes. I think I forgot to swatch the Marc Jacobs sponsor. Let me just do that. It is a matte. Very nice matte. Okay. First of all, let's start with ColourPop Cocktail Party. So this is a shadow stick. This is the one like non-eyeshadow eye product. It is a brown base. So I'll go into this hand. And it's good for like blending out, you know, using it as a base for other colors. So probably leave this for work. I want to try to finish it. We'll see how that goes. Rolled all the way down. There's a bit at the top, but there is quite a bit in here. I guess we could say it's starting at the height of the cap. Okay. So that's where we are with that. Then I've got this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz. I always heard about people liking this, and it looks really cool. Nice brown base with silver glitter. It'll be a really nice one for work. Especially this guy on top of this guy. With this, I want to hit pan. But you know, like not one where you like smush down, but like wearing away evenly. Then, for my palettes, I want to work on the ABH Sultry palette. I've had this for quite a while, and I want to give it a focus on this project because it is all brown. I want to give it a bigger goal. So for this guy, I want to use it 50 times total. So pretty much every singular shadow use adds up to that goal. I decluttered Cinder because I really didn't like it. I do have some pans. Cyborg, lovely taupe base, silver. Got birch, pearl, very lovely inner corner. This one looks really nice with like peachy pink looks. And yeah, maybe a lot of uses will be on fresh, but I want to try and use them all. Bloom actually is a really nice blush. And yeah, if I can hit pan on some, that would be nice. Like these two are closer to pan, but we'll see this guy. But yeah, I'm not gonna swatch all these palettes. It'll take so long. I do want to show this one shadow before I forget it. This is a NYX shadow that I got in one of their advent calendars. It's a nice brown, kind of like peach leaning brown. As you can see, I haven't used it much really. My goal is to hit pan. I don't know how long that'll take. Like, I don't know how hard pressed this formula is. So say this. It's just very, it is like lighter than the pan sort of, but yeah. Very nice for the eyes, and I think it'll pair well with my Pan That palette. So yeah, I want to hit pan in this guy. Now, most of these palettes I don't have like a big goal on. These palettes I want to use them 5 times, so like just dip into the palette 5 times. Mostly like the look would be centered on the palette, you know, so not just reaching in for one shade. And my informal goal is to use every shadow once. So first we have the Nude Light palette from Huda Beauty. This guy, well, it's nude, and this plastic's kind of like, you can kind of see has some brown to it. This is how it looks like. So it has some browns and it has some pinks. So this will be very fun. think it'll be a good time to use it. Just right now for spring. Then we have ColourPop Nude Mood, nude again, brownish with a brown color story. Nice in the summer and fall. This guy is a Super Shock. I can already feel it like sort of drying out, but it still works fine. This guy has the biggest dip, so maybe I can hit pan. I don't know. We'll see. I'll say this is kind of a good dupe for the Soft Glam palette. Then we have the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. This is a very recent palette, like less than a year. All of these are mostly browns. So yeah, another 5U goal. Then we have ColourPop, that's taupe. No, it's all brown. Taupe is another brown. And these guys are all like a coolish brownish color. This is just some random black, so doesn't really matter if I use it or not. And yeah, another 5 uses. Then we have ColourPop Going Coconuts. This guy's also like that nudish. And the colors inside are also brown. This guy is like the one different one that has like, it's like white with gold shimmer. Very close to pan. But I mean, it takes a ton of time to make like any progress in this, so I don't think I'll hit pan in this project. But yeah, I really love these tones of browns. I just need to remember to use it. So that's all for those. Then I have the Naked palette. The original Naked palette from Urban Decay. It was an all brown, like velvet, velvet texture to it, and gold lettering. So this is what I have currently of Naked. I've decluttered other shadows. There's one shadow that I don't have in here. It's from it's called Virgin. It's like the light one. I'm working on that in a different project. So most of the guys in here too are brown, except like this guy, which is pinkish. So for this palette, it's not really reaching in 5 times. I want to use every shade 5 times. So individually, I want to make sure I'm using them 5 times each. As you can see, like I've used them, but because they're Urban Decay shadows, it takes a ton of time to show any progress. So see how it looks after 5 uses each. Hopefully I can see somewhere. And then the very last item is this palette of singles. So these guys are Cindy Grace. We've got San Diego, Paris, Blushed, and then this ABH shadow in Sandcastle. So because these guys are singles, I want to use them 5 times each. But I kind of put them as their like one goal. So like once I hit 5 uses in each of them, like all together, then it'll roll out. So I'll actually just, why not do a little swatching. So this is Paris. It's very lovely. San Diego. Then we have Sandcastle. It's actually like sandy. And Blushed, which is very nice. Another pretty shimmers. I find Sydney Gray shimmers are kind of hit or miss. Like, either they're like extremely foiled, beautiful, like I really like that type, or they're like that kind of satiny side, like not super impactful, which, I mean, sometimes it's nice that way, but like, I don't know, that sort of formula for Sydney Grace is not the best. Anyways, I've made it through 50 items. This is a extremely long intro. So I want to post this and then get it out of my phone memory. But yeah, please join. It is a very fun project. I don't know why, like, it's such a simple concept because it's just for the color, but it's like one of my favorite type of projects. Like, just trying to find all the items I have, like, I can match to that color. Yeah, I don't know, it's just one of those long-term projects I really enjoy doing and look forward to voting on for next year. Hopefully it's blue next year. I really want that. If not, like silver or gray or something. Anyways, thank you for sticking around in this super long video. And also I forgot to say, like, usually people update once a month for this, but it's so many items and I don't always have like a lot of progress. So what I did last year was, I think every quarter, like every 3 months, I was updating, so that's fine for me. Like, hopefully we'll have a lot of good progress for the first quarter. And yeah, thank you. Have a good night or a good day whenever you're watching this. Bye.